Yo, you already know I messed up the intro right there. Let me run that back. What's up, flight crew? It's your #1 pilot at Flystewie on Instagram and Twitter. You are listening to the Uneducated Investor Podcast. Oh my. There was this recent interview where social media expert, business guru, the man who built his company from 0 to 150 million in 7 years, Gary Vaynerchuk, he invited these two entrepreneurs to his show. And what caught my eye about this show in particular was the fact that these entrepreneurs amassed 7 million followers on this app that I have never even heard of. And as soon as I seen that, I knew something was going on that really caught my eye. This app's name is Musical.ly, and what it is basically a mashup of Vine meets music videos. You create nice little short takes of whatever you want, and you can put your favorite song track to it. Now, this app has been around for around 2 years now, and for some reason, 18 and younger people are just using this app like crazy. How crazy? This app now boasts a record of 60 million users per month. 60 million. I mean, Snapchat does what, like 8 million a day, I believe, right now, and it's like in the 8th in the App Store. 60 million per month for Musical.ly. This is something that we really need to pay attention to. What caught my eye about this interview even more than just them being so successful on this app and just really making this platform big is that they weren't only just using the 7 million and just happy with being followers, but it was almost the intuitiveness of how they approached this newfound ad. All of a sudden, this girl came out with her own nail polish at 15 years old. They came out with their own t-shirts and merch website at 15 years old. And they had almost like a business partnership where just average day parents already knew how to start monetizing this. Now, what makes this special is something that I'm seeing now more and more in. It's the fact of how natural and how common these stories of internet celebrities are taking over. And I realized something in just that. What's going on right now is that by consuming these contents, specifically by consuming YouTube content, even Instagram content, we are being conditioned and taught to know what's successful. For instance, if you listen to your favorite podcast, you kind of get a sense of what you like in a podcast. You know, you get a sense of what you don't like. You get a sense of, if you're watching YouTube videos, what type of transitions you would use, what kind of subjects you would talk about. While we're consuming content, we're almost being taught on how to create it ourselves. And what was so crazy about these 15-year-olds is they didn't go to Harvard Business School to learn this. They weren't trained by the top CEOs. It was all native and natural for them to start taking advantage of this. Now, this has brought me to a finding that I found because Gary Vee, of course, if you listen to a lot of my content, he's a huge inspiration of mine. And in his new book, Crushing It, he talks about Musical.ly in particular. And he says something, and it's a very smart key that a lot of people should hear. If you're someone who's trying to build your following on these platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and you're having a hard time, the #1 key to really build a huge following is to find